core of the inner sanctum in the city streets of the great metropolis. I am your voice and host, Chevis Rolfe, and this is Bringing Art to Life. Today's episode, Position and Opposition. The world that we all exist within this morning is where I would like to begin. Gratitude is the holy sound. Thank the good Lord that our feet are still on the ground. Just want to give gratitude, freedom in your stride. Thank the good Lord, love and peace abide. So let's talk about resilience when disappointment rears its head. How to maintain, sustain, and retain a neutral position when the mind is turbulent and not proficient. This journey called life is not a course you necessarily want to venture at alone. But in the realm of spiritual growth, we are asked to move forward and proceed when seemingly we are distraught and on overload. What would it be to coach an athlete into a fourth quarter when it seemed hopeless and defeat inevitable? You look at your player straight in the eye, lift them up, and in that moment affirm, you did your work. You are prepared. But now, this is the task at hand. And for that, we must not fear. We are not looking for miracles, only 100% of your blood, sweat, and tears. In the realm of spirituality, your 100% best is where good attitude begins. Being an encourager of your teammates, or any sojourner along the path, offering up faith when the odds seem packed. Most of us are able to say these words and encourage one another, but the conviction behind those words lands like a soft flutter. You see, that God talks about in life is not about our lip service, but it is about our grafted heart. It is about the heart that adheres to faith, that adheres to promises. So if we want to have any sustenance in life and have an effect on our future, I would suggest one thing that the Lord has always talked about to me, and honestly, what I would talk about also when coaching in a backs to the wall situation. When you come out of an obstacle, it forces you into instinct. It is not you any longer that is in that battle. It is what is called in sport the zone. When you are a spirit-filled God seeker, you no longer take credit for life's blessings, nor do you allow yourself to play victim to life's twists and turns. But you allow the Spirit of God within you to accept this opportunity at this particular time in life to teach you something that needs to be added to your mind's database. We are team players in life. Christ commanded his disciples before he went to his cruel death. He gave them the Great Commission to go into the highways and byways and teach and bring people to the knowledge of God. This is not approached in any particular way. There's no formula. There's no manual. He says, teach them as I have taught you. If we are going to teach our children, if we are going to be effective co-workers, if we are going to have success in our romantic relationships, we need to be team players. We need to go often to our prayer closet, often to a source material that causes us to examine our life, causes us to wrestle with spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity is a difficult thing because in the sense of Christ, he looked at his disciples often and said, I speak the words to you, but they do not register. This is a life we speak, but often we default to human nature. And the very thing we promise to do, we do the opposite. When new human nature is a tape within you that causes us to wrestle, falter, and sin, the root of all evil lies in a self-seeking mind. It is the cause and root of the fall of Adam and Eve in the garden. It is the cause and root of many that falter and fail in relationship. So if we are going to continue in a positive direction towards resurrected life has nothing to do with get me out of here. Resurrected life has to do with living with your feet just a touch above the ground, able to maneuver through life with a spriteful, intuitive step. If life becomes a drudgery, so be it. I say embrace the good as well as the difficulties. But what will separate us from those in despair is our ability to take our disappointments and turn them into positive attitude. This is a legacy and an impacting attitude that could propel people out of loneliness, low self-esteem, bitterness, and give them hope by persevering in difficult times and changing the paradigm from victim to victor. This becomes the catalyst for value that tips the balance and makes a difference in relationships and self-awareness, and with any luck, a touch of godly wisdom. Until next time, love God, love each other, and take it one step at a time.